It's recording? Yeah. What else, TV? It's your boy Stitch 'em Up, my co-host.
What it do, it's your boy DJ Moolah.
What's going on with you, my guy?
Man, chilling out, man. I just got back from the welfare department. They ain't trying to let me get my stimulus.
They ain't trying to get your stimmy?
Man, they ain't trying to let me get my stimulus.
Shoot that bitch up. Oh, man. They on some bullshit. Hey, you got a special guest in the motherfucking house today.
My guy.
My
Northside guy.
Hey, this is a dude that's real influential in hip-hop in the city of Columbus, in the state of Ohio, in the Midwest region. This is a man that's very articulate. This is a man that stands for something. This is a man that has made nothing out of something out of nothing.
What else?
This is a man that's very humble. This is a man.
What else?
Listen, I'm not, with no further ado, man, we got NORFGAWD SAVO in the motherfucker.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's poppin', man? I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah, thank you so
I'm honored, man. First guest, man. That means a lot.
Man, you know, we trying to set statements, we trying to set standards.
We're gonna set the tempo for sure.
You feel me? And with this one, I think this one is taking it over the top to the next motherfucking level. Real off the top. You feel me? So, I mean, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for blessing us with your presence, my guy.
Me and DJ Moolah got we got a gift for you, my dog. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, you're right. Yes, for a nigga too.
Yeah, it's a gift from What Else TV. You know what I mean? From my guy NORFGAWD SAVO. You feel me? Thank you for coming. Pop it over there. Check us out.
Yeah.
And that right there is for this right here.
Oh, okay. Hey, you brought the hand dog.
Yeah.
You know we got pause.
We gonna pop.
You know we got pause.
Yeah. We're gonna take a couple shots and shit. So, you know what I mean? So, Sav, you know what I mean? I want to thank you for coming on the show. And for real, I want to start from the beginning. I want to start from the beginning with Sav.
Type shit.
And I want the people to get to know Sav, and I really want to get to know Sav personally. So I want to start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Nah.
What you think, R.B.? We can start from the beginning,
I'm saying that's the perfect place to start.
Perfect place to start.
Man, ever since I've known Sal, I'm gonna let him tell you yourself. Ever since I met that man, he's been about his business.
Oh, hold on. All right, before we even start,
I'm gonna let him say it. I'm gonna let him say it.
Yeah, I smoke a lot. Refresh me real quick.
How you meet him?
Shit, I think the first time I met Northside Sav, I can't remember what the other name, your first little name that you had, man.
Was it Young Sav? Young Sav was the very first name. That was it.
Young Sav.
I switched so much.
That's when I was with,
for real.
what was it, Money and Memory. That's when we was doing shows at,
You and Wallaby.
It was, Rico Scott. Rico Scott, Raheem.
Money and Memory.
Was out there doing it. He was the only man that I knew. He was the only artist that I seen that was on his business. He was talking about getting paid for the shows, and he was, look, man, I ain't gonna do that.
Hey, Rico ain't like that. You feel me? No cap, no kissing.
Right.
You feel me? I respect the grind. You feel me? I never knock another man's hustle. But He wasn't feeling that at all. You feel me?
Yeah. So look. So now that we got that established, our DJ Moolah met Sav when he was messing with Rico Scott. Shout out Rico Scott and Raheem. That was Money and Memories. We need to get them guys on the show, man, because those guys are very influential in the city as well. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. They had, basically, I'm gonna keep it real, they had the blueprint, man.
Right. But first off, we're gonna start off by toasting. We're gonna take this shot, man, and we're gonna toast the success. We're gonna toast the Sav.
So What Else TV?
What Else TV? You feel me? R.B., what you doing?
And we on the north side, just so they know.
What we doing?
Oh, the great North. We out here in North Cobulin. What we doing? My God.
Zone 101.
Cheers, y'all.
My God, that hen dog.
So look, this is from the beginning, right? We want to know Sav upbringing, because we know Sav for the north side. When we think of the north side of Columbus, we think of NORFGAWD SAVO. When we think of NORFGAWD SAVO, we think of the north side of Columbus, specifically the number streets. So tell us, man, tell us about your upbringing. Tell us what influenced you to even want to take the route of music coming from your upbringing? Because I could tell by your music, I've been following you for a while. You've been doing music for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So talk about that. What's going on with that?
So I got started in high school, you feel me, just messing around with my homies before, after school.
Shout out
when I went to Mifflin. I went to Mifflin.
Yeah,
Mifflin High School.
okay.
Went to Mifflin High School. I did a lot of bouncing around, came to school, you feel me, because I would spend, I would get kicked out of my mom. I spent most of my childhood with my mom, you feel me?
Okay.
And my mom was like no cat, you feel me? My mom was the plug, you feel me?
Okay.
So my mom kept me in suburban.
Mama, we not incriminating. Just tell me
Nah, you feel me? Nah, you feel me? And she kept me in schools like Reynoldsburg, Gahanna, Blendon, you know what I'm saying? All the, you know what I'm saying? And
trying to show something different.
Right. So if I got kicked out of school or if I was cutting up with my mom and went to live with my dad kept me at Duxbury, you feel me? My dad kept me at Ennis, you feel me? My dad kept me at Mifflin, you feel me? So my dad was always on the north, you feel me? And I spent every summer with my dad, no matter who I was living with during school. In the summer, I was always on East Blake Avenue.
Right.
And my best friend lived in the terrace, so I was constantly walking down the Ave.
Going to 13th.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Going to Douglas, you feel me? Boxing, shooting ball, you feel me?
Yeah.
Fucking around in the streets, all that, you feel me? Walking to the fair, all that shit, you feel me?
And for y'all that don't know, all that's right down the street from what he's talking about. All that's right down the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They say you ain't from the north side if you ain't walked from 11th to Hudson at some point.
And really, that's really right down the street.
Yeah. You feel me? It's a nice walk.
It's a nice
walk.
Not like to that.
It's winter.
Right.
Listen, it's really right down the street.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was the north side upbringing. It was the Mifflin upbringing, but then you still got a little bit of the east side flavor.
100.
That Reynoldsburg.
Yeah. So
and what people don't know is they think Reynoldsburg High School, when I went there, was like real suburban, and to be honest, it wasn't, because you gotta think we had niggas that got kicked out of East, and we got niggas that got kicked out of Independence.
Yeah. Right.
They had nowhere else to go.
Right.
But Reynoldsburg High School is right off of Livingston.
Right.
It's right on Bryce. Right by Bryce. You feel me? So we had all them niggas. We had them niggas. You feel me? And them was East Haven and Elaine. You feel me? And you feel me? Them type niggas. You feel me? So it wasn't always sweet. You feel me? Like Gahanna was sweet. Westerville was sweet.
But that was different flavors that you was picking up, and I think that's why your music is so in tune with a lot of different people, and why you can cater to a lot of different people, because you're not just stuck in one demographic or just getting one type of influence from a certain group of people. It was around, so that's what kept your pen sharp, kept your mind sharp. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I learned is, feel me, as a black man, you gotta be able to, like, they gonna judge you before you say a word.
That's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? So when you do speak, make sure
It's impactful.
that, you feel me? Yeah, like, I'll let you know, like, yeah, I come from the streets, I come from that, but I can hold an intellectual conversation as well. You feel me?
Right. And for real, I think that's what attracted me to your music, bro, because you're not just like the regular rapper, right? You really put thought and process into your syllables, into your words that you choose, into your bars, your punchlines, and all of that shit. So that's what I respect foremost, is the pen. You feel me? And so your background in being up north, going to Mifflin, and then being out east, because you know the east side is different living than the north side. This is real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole different type of living, right? So did living on the east side kind of like, I'm not gonna say influence you to want better, but you started on the north, right? And you went to the east. So did that want you or give you the drive to want to see other places? Because there's some people that been on the north side that don't know nothing but the north side.
Right.
Fuck out east, fuck out west, fuck out south. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did that put a drive in you to be like, damn, this is different. And I'm going back here, I know this. I want to go over here too and experience this.
To be honest, I gravitated towards the street niggas out east. I didn't gravitate towards the niggas that wasn't trying to stay out of trouble. I gravitated towards the troublemakers because I was already prone to doing that on the number streets.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know how it is when you a hood nigga.
Yeah, but even, all right, so
you can look across the room and give a nigga a head nod. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
so check this out. So even being, but being raised up north, but then still going out east, right? You got two perspectives of Columbus, right? So did that make you want to think like, damn, I want to see other places besides Columbus. I got to drive in me to do other things besides seeing these two type of towns, because there's some people that never ever left Columbus before.
Right.
So they don't know, they never even been to Cleveland, they never been to Cincinnati.
Right.
So they don't have no drive to go see other things, they never seen nothing different. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Right. And I was in my teenage years, so I definitely was trying to, it was parts of the city I'd never seen.
Right.
Type shit. You
Right.
feel me?
You
So
know what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah, like Bryson Tussin and Wagner, you feel me?
Right.
Way deep Reynoldsburg,
Right.
like, you feel me?
And the
Task
hustles
was-
is different. East side hustle and north side hustle, everything is different, right?
Yeah.
But you
And then you got suburban smokers
you
versus inner city smokers.
We don't
You
get to
feel me?
that. We don't get to that. That's what I'm saying. I think that was an advantage for you over a lot of different MCs that come from a specific
Demographic.
Yeah. But they could be from that part of town, but they never stayed no other side of town to experience nobody else's train of thought or know how nobody else's moves. So
Right.
they stuck where they stuck at. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
But I think that's how you got to succeed, is because you experienced that side, you experienced this side, so that was like your brain's computing, damn, I want to see more shit, and I see different shit, and I want to do different shit. You know what I'm saying? You kind of talk a lot of shit into existence in your music. You speak a lot of shit into existence. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100.
Your man just came home.
Yeah, LMF Poe.
It was free. It was free him.
It's free to go. Gotta go.
But you
home.
spoke that into existence, because I remember you were saying that on previous joints. But you spoke it into existence. You get what I'm saying? I guess that's the point that I'm trying to make. Your lifestyle is different than a lot of people. Your upbringing is different than a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
The experience of being out north, being out east, created NORFGAWD SAVO. So then NORFGAWD SAVO started rapping, right? High school.
But let me say this real quick. Probably my biggest influence was probably having, I honestly can say from my childhood, is having both parents in my life, even though it was
Clap
a
for
separate
that.
house, even though they was in
Clap.
separate households. You feel what I'm saying?
For real.
Because my mom is where I get my gift of gab from, and my pops is where I get my patience from. My pops was a very patient man. He was only he only tee up or jumped to 10 if he had to.
Right.
My mom is already on 9. she's laid back on 9. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take a lot to get her to 10. You feel me? So I had a good mesh of both between my mom and my dad.
See, we're gonna get into that, because you said about how your parents are different. It's one taught you patience, but one is instilled in them. They're already ready to go, right? But we're gonna get into that in a little bit, because we've seen you at them points. I mean, social media has seen you at them points. The city has seen you at them points. People that follow you, the world, even people across the planet that follow you, they seen you at them points. We're gonna talk about that, right? But first is Sav was on the north side, Sav was on the east side, Sav was in high school, started rapping, right? So then Sav starts making music, right?
And then I got into the studio on the east side. I was rapping ciphers.
That's how I was about to ask you, because you are affiliated with the Empire.
Right.
I already know that's, but I'm gonna let you clarify it. How did you get affiliated with the Empire?
So I was seeing Diggy at shows, and I met Diggy through shows, and a lot of my close friends on the music scene, like Scopes, Nut B, TTG, Twan the Great, I Soldier, they were all Empire artists at the time.
Damn, Diggy had a stable.
Yeah, like we was
GC was with
GC right before that. Hands was still in the house.
Yeah.
When I very first got there, he was on his way out, but he was still in the house when I first got there. You feel me?
Right.
And it was just like a family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a good thing. I ain't trying to cut you off, but from the outside looking in, the Empire, as they move as a unit, that's what I get, is that they move like a family.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's true or not. That's none of my business. But from the perception I get is that y'all move like a family, and that's what's great. I think that's awesome. And it's a whole bunch of MCs that come out of that stable. We'll get into that too.
And every artist on Empire, I had a conversation with.
Shout out Trey Pound.
Before Diggy. Shout out to Trey Pound all the way in Cali now, holding
Shout out
down.
Trey Pound.
I had talked to every artist before Diggy, So when I talking to them from doing shows, they like, yo, I fuck with your music. I'm like, yo, I fuck with y'all music. You feel me? They like, why don't you come to Empire? I'm like, well, shit, I ain't never talked to Diggy. You feel me? So when I finally got a chance to Diggy, it was like a conversation we've been supposed to have.
Right. Like it was supposed to happen.
You feel me? And it was organic. It's always been love. You feel me? And and to be honest, I always commended the other artists on Empire because when you got so many artists chasing the same goal under one roof,
it worked, and that's how it was weird from the outside looking in.
When I first got there,
it worked for y'all.
All the attention seemed to go towards me, and
But everybody still had their own lane though. Just Cause had his lane. Scopes still dropped one of the best EPs ever in the underground.
Yeah, so did Nuts.
And a gentleman.
So did Nuts. The LBR theory.
Yeah, and these dudes, this is certified classics for the city. For sure. And but they had a whole stable, but it worked for y'all, bro. Like I'm sitting back watching, like I watched y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like it worked for y'all.
And what people don't know is, before Empire, I was signed to Fab Vision, and that was like soon as I met D-Rob.
Okay. And shout out D-Rob.
And yeah, hell yeah, shout out COC, shout out Cash, shout out my nigga.
For sure.
We met like a month before he got signed. He actually got signed, and they wanted a group.
Okay.
So he came and got me, and then he came and got his brother.
Okay.
And 2 weeks after signing paperwork, his brother got shot.
Damn.
You feel me? His brother slew, RP slew. You feel me?
RP the homie. For sure.
And me and D-Rob just kind of stayed together, or we just got closer. You feel what I'm saying? Through all that bullshit. You feel me?
Yeah, shout out D-Rob, man. That's my dog.
And I drop music, and I got a real presence putting work in D-Rob's basement. You feel me? Cause him and his pops built his studio where a lot of niggas was recording. And this nigga recorded Gucci. He's on a
he was like
song
17.
with Gucci, man.
He was like 17.
This nigga D-Rob on a song with Gucci, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? The Paris Hilton. If you ever look up Paris Hilton on YouTube, he got like 8 bars on that bitch, bro.
Yeah.
17-year-old Columbus, nigga. When Gucci was just coming up popping, nigga. You feel me? And he shout out some Columbus shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
shout out D-Rob, man.
Shout out my nigga D-Rob. But hell yeah, without D-Rob, I feel like none of the attention I would have got, because some of the music I made in his basement got me some of the attention.
So that's kind of where like it originated. There.
Hell yeah.
D-Rob basement.
Hell yeah.
D-Rob, I shout out to my dog, man.
Because after I made my first tape in D-Rob's basement, I took 500 copies.
Hold on a minute.
This is
exclusive news.
Yeah.
This is exclusive news right here, man. Hold on a minute. NORFGAWD first CD, NORFGAWD SAVO first tape was in D-Rob basement. Shouts out to my dog D-Rob been putting it work. Y'all put some respect in my man.
And then my second one was completely engineered, mixed mastered by Wise.
Shouts out to my dog. Hey, see, you've been moving in the right direction. That's what I'm saying. But this goes back to the north side and the east side. You've been moving in the right direction. You feel what I'm saying? From the beginning though, you can't even front. You've been making the right choices.
Yeah. And then RIP Big Mooch. Big Mooch was in the picture.
Shout out to the
This was all at the same time.
Streets Illustrated, you know, early passing, untimely demise, man. Rest in peace to the homie. Condolences to his family.
Yeah, he was a real legend for real in the city.
It's a legend in the city right there. You know what I mean? But yeah, so the first one was in D-Rob's basement. That's what the fuck we're talking about, man. You know what I mean? I wish I had that tape though. I wish I had that tape. So with you being north side, east side, drove you to start writing, linked up with D-Rob, you done linked up with the Empire. Y'all had a fucking amazing run, amazing connection, right?
Man, what year was that though?
Yeah, what year was the Empire shit?
Put a date on it.
It's gotta be like 2010.
It had to be 2010.
Because Javen was 2014. I had met Ivy yet out, so I was really fresh on the scene. But it had to be like 2-3 years before Ivy, because I didn't get clout in the city until Ivy, like groupies, like local celebrity shit. Until I got
the groupies.
I'm pretty sure I had my second son. It was like 2004.
Nah, not no 2004, nigga. I was putting.
I'm about to say,
I might have still been in. I think I don't know.
Nah,
Bro.
not no 2004.
I don't
Bro,
know.
it had to be.
I don't know.
We was doing shows with Bobby at the High Five.
Look at the earliest. Yeah, I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there yet.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't there yet.
before. I know I had one of my
I'm glad I
sons.
said his name. Shouts out Wallaby, another state.
Man, listen, he was literally my motivation for taking I told you I got 500 copies of that CD I made in D-Rod's basement, and I walked from 18th, I walked from my hood, and I walked to Northern Lights.
That's a nice little trip.
And I'm talking about from every car that stopped or slowed down. You feel what I'm saying? I'm on them. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of like I had niggas tell me, listen, you can keep the CD. You can keep, how much is the CD? I say $5. They say you can keep the CD because I ain't gonna beat you. I ain't even gonna listen to that shit. But I appreciate your grind.
That's fire too.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that was motivation. I had motherfuckers. Yeah, 100. I had motherfuckers. But listen, I'm gonna tell you the different type of niggas. I had niggas that told me, keep the money.
Yeah.
Just I need to hear it.
Right.
Can I listen to it?
Right.
I said, nigga, yes. What you mean? Yeah, nigga.
Those are the ones
pick a song, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? I'll pick a number. 1 through 12. You feel me? But then they would buy. They give me a 20. Some of them motherfuckers wouldn't have a change for 20, and motherfuckers would give me, man. Like I used to think it was crazy that Nipsey sold his shit for. I think I heard it was $1,000, and Jay-Z bought 20 of them bitches. He sold a
it was something like that. I think it was $100.
Is that $100?
$100, and Jay-Z bought like 1,000 copies.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I used to think that shit was crazy, but I swear to God on my kids, bro, and everything I love on MLB Power, my nigga Blast, and he's another nigga in the city that he's a behind the scenes legend in the city. This nigga is a fact. Every hard copy CD I ever put out in the city, he has bought hundreds.
A staple
at a time.
Right.
He buys hundreds at a time for me.
Right.
You feel me? Like if I get more than 500, it's because I know he coming to get 200. And he just gonna pass them out. He don't even want to sell them. And that level of support is
amazing.
That's the type of shit that make you be like, other than
we're gonna get Blast, and there's a lot of people that's wondering like, who is Blast? They probably wondering right now, who is Blast? We gonna bring Blast on the motherfucking podcast one day because
that's another Northside legend.
A lot of people gonna be talking about him. You know what I mean? Northside nigga, man. You feel me? Alright, so we got Sav, came in, Northside, been on the East Side, and started recording, then went to Empire, then recorded his first joint in D-Rod Cocaine's basement, right? So then you get into battle rap, right?
Yeah. But like, I wouldn't have. I know I wouldn't have dove in.
Dates on it, fellas.
I know I wouldn't have dove in.
I don't know the exact date because I could look up his first battle. I think his first battle was with, was it Booney Buck?
Yep.
It was Booney Buck's first battle, and Booney tapped out.
Oh, nah. Let me to shout out to Booney Buck. To Booney's.
Shout out Booney though. Booney got bars.
Defense. To Booney's defense, he didn't think I was coming the way I was coming. He had no idea that me, Scopes, Lee, A-New, Cuss Jones were sitting at Scopes' house every day playing 2K and watching nothing but URL, and we really seen this shit coming. We seen what battle rap was about to do,
right? Because
it was so dope,
right?
And the art it changed because when people think battle rap at the time in the early, you feel me, 2005, you feel me, 2006, you feel me, people still thought freestyle battles.
Yep.
And then when you got hit to the URL, it's like, no, these niggas is writing.
Right.
And then they doing research.
Yeah.
Like niggas Googling and niggas bringing prompts like it was something different. You feel me?
Right.
And we was like, yo, this shit gonna hit. This shit gonna hit in Columbus, bro. And we gonna jump on this shit. And it's gonna be us. It's gonna be SQ. It's gonna be the Squiddy, and that's what it's gonna be. Like, and
we're
then
gonna get into that.
And
there's a lot of dudes, man. Respect to them. Shout out to them, man.
And then that shit came up. You feel me?
So I'm saying, what year was that you battled Booney Bucks? That was your first battle, and I think that was on And this is another thing.
It was Midwest Battlegrounds. That was Lee's league for sure.
Battlegrounds.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was at Barncy's.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's what's up. Shout out little homie Lee.
Yeah,
I think I thought that was so you battled GC on these.
My first battle on Who's Hot was Q. Q Nemesis.
That was your first
That
battle.
was my first battle on Who's Hot. Nah, second on Who's Hot.
On Who's Hot. Hey, listen.
Yeah. Because that same night I battled Q Nemesis, GC debatably beat Epic. That was one of Epic's best 3 rounds.
Epic is.
That's a legendary battle. You feel me?
Yeah, y'all need to Google that GC versus Epic on Who's Hot.
And Uncle Juan, shout out Uncle Juan. Uncle Juan, he thought the way GC rapped and the way I rapped would be dope to go head to head after me coming off of Q Nemesis because we had 2 very different styles.
Hey, that fuck Miss Diane bar is still one of the best bars. Hey, listen, I felt that to my heart though. You know you my dog.
Yeah.
That's her name, right?
Ooh.
No, Miss Denise.
Yeah, Miss Denise.
Tony took this battle trying to fuck Miss Denise. I don't know what the bar. I ain't gonna quote it.
That was. I think that was it. I'm pretty sure that was it.
I only took this bar, so I almost threw my phone. It was over. That was it right there for me. You feel what I'm saying? That was it. But yeah, so what year was that you battled?
We got to pull up. We had to pull up YouTube, man. YouTube got the date.
For sure.
YouTube got the date.
For sure.
Let's see.
I want to say 2017, maybe 18.
I don't want to move on this. 2017?
It was late. I know it was late. Whatever year it was late because
I wasn't 2017 me
and Q battled around December, maybe early top of the year.
I think it was 2014.
And we battled Lee's birthday. It was Lee's birthday party that we battled at. So I think Lee's birthday is around November. That's my nigga. I gotta know his birthday. It's like November.
Yeah. All right. So you battled Booney. So then you get on the Who's Hot Battlegrounds, right? Mm-hmm. From off of Midwest Battlegrounds. Mm-hmm. Step up, go up to Who's Hot Battlegrounds. Mm-hmm. And Uncle Juan put you against a fan favorite, a city favorite, GC the Biz. Shout out GC
the Biz.
That was a great battle though. You can't even front. GC was fire. Mm-hmm. So I feel that you built Who's Hot and put Who's Hot on your back. That's the way I feel. I feel that you built Who's Hot to a next level, and you brought them different type of attraction, and you were in high demand, especially on Who's Hot.
I think I played a role in it because my early Who's Hot career stands out. But a lot of other ones do too.
Yeah, a lot of other ones.
The early ones, like bro, Demo, Anu, Epic GC. What was the battle that the Epic Demo Epic? That was the same night of me and GC.
No.
That was the worst body.
Yeah, and I'm not talking, but that was the same night though. But I'm talking about as far as demand. Your name was in demand coming from Who's Hot. They were bringing artists from different states, from different areas to come battle you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just the way I feel. I feel you elevated the Who's Hot brand and the Who's Hot name to a different platform when it came to the battle rap shit.
Yeah.
I think you have the highest viewed battle. You and Ghost have the highest viewed battle right now on Who's Hot.
You say Ghost?
Was it?
No.
Yeah, that was on Who's Hot.
Who did I battle on Who's Hot with the most?
I think I said that.
It ain't Q. It ain't Q. It ain't GC.
I think you and Ghost got the most views. I looked at it the other day. If I'm not mistaken, I think.
Nah, it ain't Ghost. I ain't battled Ghost yet. It ain't Ghost. I'm trying to think.
You didn't battle Ghost? Oh, you didn't battle. Who was that? Who was the? It was Cold Jams.
Yeah.
You and Cold Jams
have the
fucking highest. Yes, you do.
For real?
You and Cold Jams have the highest viewed battle.
That's
right
weird.
Now. I'm dead serious. You didn't see that?
That's weird.
Bruh, look, get my phone's over there. Hold on, we're gonna take a break.
Nah, it can't be Cole, because Cole is me and Cole's battle is on Shots Fired. It just happens to be in Kid Magic's. My highest viewed battle, I think, might be Ty Law. Might be.
No. That Ty Law joint is not the highest.
Or it's Q.
That Q battle was fucking flame. That Q battle was flame.
Hey man, I swear to God,
that Q battle was flame.
He OG me, and I swear to God, I can laugh about that shit to this day, man. He is, bro. Shout out to Q Nemesis, man.
So Sav gets in the battle rap after rapping. Sav gets in after making multiple mixtapes and albums and shit. Sav gets in the battle rap, so he takes over Midwest Battlegrounds. He takes over Who's Hot. So then you step into Shots Fired, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get into Shots Fired and you kill it. You really putting. It's only 2 or 3 people that really put Shots Fired on their back when the time was right. We're gonna talk about you right now.
Right, 100. But I gotta say, shout out to AR Green, because throughout everything in the beginning, he was just as hungry as I was.
That's a fact.
He was just as hungry.
And I think the hunger probably caused a little differences.
Mm-hmm.
The hunger, because both of y'all was hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and both of y'all are men, and both of y'all know what's best for your family and for each other, so and for yourselves. So I think that kind of might have caused a little bit of the differences, because we haven't seen you on Shots Fired in a couple of years.
Right.
And I know there's a high demand for you, but I'm gonna let you articulate it, because you came on the Shots Fired and you was killing.
Yeah.
You was really the front runner for Shots Fired, and there was somebody right behind you. But you was really the front runner.
For sure. It might have been a couple of niggas right behind me.
So, but then all of a sudden your battles went down, and just from a fan's point of view, a lot of people don't know. Your battles came down, so the people that go to look for or Google Sav versus
Anybody
Private
battled in Shots Fired, you would find it.
You feel what I'm saying? There was some discrepancies there with you and AR Green. The good thing is that you guys got past that, and which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's showing that black men can have differences and get past their negativities and still move forward in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you feel the time away from the battle rap has tarnished your stock or your reputation in battle rap, or do you even care about battle rap?
I think at this point, where I'm at, like in the present, because at first, and I remember there was a time where I did feel some type of way, like to the core, because that's something that my fans is missing out on, and that was like a gift to the city, and as not only men, but as a spiritual being, you feel me?
Right.
I want to leave something. I want to leave my footprint
somewhere
on this world when my physical body ain't here no more.
I feel that.
Not just memories. You feel me? I want you to be able to go. I don't know how long Google and YouTube will be around, but as long as they're around, a motherfucker can see what I was doing. You feel me? And I want people to mention Columbus and mention hip hop, and you have to mention me.
Have to.
You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like a nigga can really argue with the shit that I've done that I am one of the best from this city ever. It's debatable. I'm not gonna be cocky and be like, for sure, that's what it is. That's I am. But you can debate that based off the work that I put in.
The conversation.
100. Sure. You feel me? So, you feel me?
So being that. But y'all did have a little discrepancies, right? We're not trying to get into no negative.
No. Yeah, we speak on it.
We're gonna talk about, because you entered into the battle rap thing. You were still doing music, but you took a lot of time off of music and you really focused on battle rap, and you was really plateauing.
Yeah.
Right. So then some bullshit had happened. It was some disagreements that you and AR Green had, but I think that hurt your stock. Not being on Shots Fired, not being on the big cards, but do you think it hurt? What I think don't matter.
I know it hurt because when I departed, it was one of the biggest events, because that was the first time somebody from Smack URL was in the building.
So
you feel what I'm saying?
So
right, 100. You feel me? So hell yeah, I can say that, because the route that I was headed, and when I departed, my pen, I'm still elevating, you feel me? And I'm still elevating, but the time off, that hurts anybody. You know what I'm saying? When John Wall just spent 300 plus days off with the injury, you feel me? You're not coming back the same.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And I feel like that's what hurt me in Tay-Rock's league, you feel me?
Yeah, that might have.
The pen is always gonna be there, but it's other elements to battle rap, you feel me?
Yeah,
motherfuckers don't even know that. Like,
when you say Tay-Rock's league, can you explain more about that?
Yeah, so Tay-Rock.
Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Just let me check this camera real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go.
I see all the.
All right, now we back. We back at Tay-Rock's league,
So
hold on before I don't want to jump because we getting there.
Right.
We getting there.
Right.
Because you put in a lot of work, bro. Bro, you put in a lot of work, bro. You get what I'm saying? We just still skimming the iceberg, tip of the iceberg.
And for real, we ain't even started yet.
We on battle rap, and we on battle rap, so we got to talk about it. So I want the fans to be able to go back. Now that all my battles is back up, I want them to go back and really be able to dissect it. So there was a big.
Tell them how they can find you. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
You can type in SAV and then space VS like verses and then search it, hit enter, and that'll pull up all my battles.
Make sure you
subscribe
to my guy.
You feel me?
Tell them where it is.
NORFGAWD SAVO. And they
let's go.
So anyway, you can see, all the real fans can see, if you watch, what's his name, bro? Nameless.
Nameless, that was a good battle.
If you watch Nameless.
Shout out Nameless. Nameless fire. Nameless got a
After I battled Nameless on Who's Hot, it was a change. Because
I seen it, but
that was my first battle after my son passed.
It's a lot of things we're gonna talk about.
You feel me?
There's a lot of things we're gonna talk about.
So after that, you can see the difference,
right?
Because there's a lot of aggression, there was a lot of pain.
So let's talk about that since you brought that up. Let's talk about that real quick. And I'm not trying to. This is no disrespect. You know, you my brother.
Yeah.
And this is no disrespect to your son's mother. Peace to you, Queen, if you see this. But we're gonna get into that because that gave you. How did you handle that? Because I battled you.
Yeah.
Not too long after that tragedy happened. God bless his soul. But you was on a different level that night. You have one of the best second rounds of history in this motherfucking city, and it's one of those you had to be there moments because ain't no footage for that.
Right.
How did you handle that? From the outside looking in, it looks like you channeled it into your craft. But how did you handle that? Like real shit. Like how did you?
So.
And you could preface and tell people, like, clarify what we talking about, but I don't want to, but
Right. So, my son was 13 months, you feel me, passed away, you feel me, from a rare heart condition called myocarditis. There's no real signs or symptoms.
Bring awareness to this.
You get like a flu-like symptom. It's called myocarditis. It's a real rare heart condition. 33% of young black men need a heart transplant for this particular heart disease, you feel me? Now, the only symptoms is like the flu, like a week or so prior to it being some terminal type of situation, you feel me? So boom, that happened. I had phenomenal friends because when something like that happens to you, that's all you can think about, that's all your mind is wrapped around. You cannot think about the loss you just went through.
Right.
So at that time, I needed a distraction more than anything. And my friends was the best form of distraction because they would come over every day and shoot dice.
Right.
We would, when niggas would lose their money just because we that close, niggas would pass all the bread back.
Right.
And they start shooting all over again like it was that deep. You feel what I'm saying? So I love my niggas to death.
Shout out to the dog.
Shout out to Anu. Y'all know who y'all are, man. Period.
Right.
Anu, Chris Jones, Scopes, DRE, all y'all niggas, man. All y'all niggas to death. But I had to channel the aggression. I had to channel the pain because in my mind I'm still here for a reason.
From a fan's point of view, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
You're so open with your fans and you're so open in your music. You talk about this in your music.
Hell yeah.
You've talked about this a couple of times.
Especially if you was watching him on Instagram, he was going through it with.
Yeah, if you follow him, you talk about this and you talk about this with the public, and I think that's another thing that's great is because you give your real to the people. You give your real. You don't be out here capping.
Right, 100. To be honest, it took for me to lose him to stop wish rapping. I always say that in my music now. Like before that, I was wish rapping, and that's rapping about bricks and 100,000 cash count. Like I stopped rapping like that after that situation.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like as rappers, you're supposed to exaggerate, but to a certain extent.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Now, I think from a writer's point of view and from a fan's point of view, I don't know if you've been. I don't know if this is new or not, but it's like you so personal with your raps. That's what draws me to you. You so real. You so relevant. You so. I did that. He talking about bending the block with a bitch giving him head, and he's
right.
Like, damn, you know, I just did the same shit this nigga just did. You know
100,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I think that's why I appreciate your music though, because I can see myself in it.
Yeah,
a lot of shit that you say I can relate to.
I think that's a part of being an artist is making your music relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think what I learned is from being an artist is that everybody has their own individual, unique struggles.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And if everybody got their own story.
Right.
Only you can tell your story.
Right.
Like I tell my nigga, shout out Jay Ladd from Marion. I tell this nigga all the time. He's just starting to rap. He only been rapping like a year.
Right.
And I always tell him, tell your story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know you want to make a hit and you want to go in the studio and you want to make the hit song about the club, but you're not no club nigga. You don't like the club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tell your story because guess what? People want to know who you are.
Exactly.
Because you have a fan base. You made enough music to establish a fan base. Tell your story. So
a lot of people don't appreciate the game that a motherfucker give them.
100.
So they'll keep thinking they can do what they want to do rather than listening to the game. They ain't supposed to be sold when I told. But authenticity is what any motherfucker is gonna appreciate. You get what I'm saying? What's the point of me giving you fucking $10, nigga, if you're just gonna be lying to me all day? I can go to one of these bitches and hear that for free. All on my phone. Bitch gonna tell me about how her electric is due, how her gas is due, her car note due. I ain't gotta pay nothing for that. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck? But for you being so genuine and so real in your motherfucking raps, that's why I would download your shit. That's why I would play your shit. That's why I would share your shit. That's why I would promote your shit. You get what I'm saying?
100.
I feel that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you do the battle rapping. You want shots fired. You take shots fired to a new plateau. You and a couple other people. You help mold that. We can't front on that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So then your videos get taken down. But you're still making music. So, but then in the midst of the
videos they got taken down. For those that don't know.
Yeah, sad. I mean, I'm not trying to articulate about that. I don't even give a fuck about that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
So listen, a behind the scenes situation. Due to a behind the scenes situation, long story short, to summarize for the people who don't know, you feel me? That night, Beasley from URL was in attendance, and so was some people I had street conflicts
Now you
with.
can put his name on it because we're gonna get him up here to talk about a lot of stuff too.
You feel me?
So you can put his name on it.
Motherfuckers that don't know, you feel me?
But you can talk about it. You can talk about it.
I had an issue with another artist on the city on the scene named Bishop. You feel me? And he was in attendance at the show. You feel me? People don't know we had an issue because
wet mouth ass nigga. Which one?
I never met this
nigga. No, what is this? You serious, man? Hey,
what else?
What else? Cut you off. That nigga got the wet
Nah, you good.
mouth.
I had to finish my shot.
God damn.
But yeah, so it turns out that Bishop was invited. He didn't just pop up. I was told he just popped up, but he was invited, you feel me, by AR. And this is all facts. This is not no opinion. This is not my side. This is the truth. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying, me and AR had opportunities to address it, you feel me, but I don't know, something in him won't allow him to just rectify. He just rather justify, you feel me, and I shouldn't be the one, as a man, I shouldn't be the one to take that step, you know what I'm saying? But the situation get deep, you feel me? Because this What Else TV, this is the first episode, we can keep it raw, you feel me?
I go front on it. It's a lot of things that went wrong in that situation. A lot of people had things to rectify, but when grown men is on their grown man shit.
And I gotta let the fans know, you feel me, that it wasn't nothing on Sav's end.
Yeah, I just want to hear it on Sav.
You feel what I'm saying?
They can take it to how they want to take it.
100. So
I don't know about that.
Listen, so man, we just talking about what happened. We just talking facts. We just talking facts about what happened. You feel me?
We just gonna say
no. All right, so we're gonna talk about.
So listen. I'm gonna blow my eyes.
We invested a lot of money.
Get the fuck out of here. How? So listen, anybody that's really like listening knows. If somebody say, hey, my nigga on the couch, if somebody say fuck your dead baby, if somebody say fuck your dead baby, and they tell you it's on site, and then you see them where you have a business venture, does it change? Where we come from?
It's
up.
And listen, we're not doing no incrimination. What we talking about is
so ain't no incrimination. It's over with. You feel me? That shit dead. You feel me?
But you did, bro.
We invested a lot of money. We was really trying to. That was
Listen,
your night. That was your
I
night.
ain't fuck up no venue. You feel me? I caught him outside. I up and I stuck it. You feel me? I put my pole up, went back inside. Beasley was scared. He went back to the hotel.
I don't know what he talking
I
about.
went back inside, my nigga, and I bodied my opponent.
Sad.
I bodied my opponent. As soon as I came off stage, Beasley comes back.
It was Norbs.
It was, I don't care who it was. I don't give a fuck who it was. You feel me? I don't give a fuck who it was. Somebody from Smack came, and they was so scared. And you know what's funny? This the funniest part. This the funniest part though.
I'm done.
In a league called Shots Fired.
I'm done.
My battles got taken down. Cause I upped. I ain't even fired no shots. I ain't even fired no shots.
It's not that.
Somebody said your name.
Hey, listen.
Hold on, man.
Allegedly,
Hold on, man.
that's a lot of different things happen allegedly, right? But
That's the rumor.
my nigga gave the exclusive right here. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, from the investor's point of view, that was your night. You feel me?
And I still did what I was supposed to do.
Night.
I still did what I was supposed to do.
Had the nigga scared, the nigga left. They had to take the nigga out. I had to take the nigga back to a lot of shit happened, bro. The nigga got shook. The nigga Norbs ain't no street nigga, bro. A lot of people think the nigga
This my whole
Norbs
thing.
is street
This my whole
nigga.
thing. This
Nigga
my whole
ain't
thing.
no street
This
nigga.
my whole thing. Norbs didn't see any violence. He didn't see none of that. Because you know why? Because you know why? It happened outside. Norbs was inside the venue when it happened.
Yeah, no, but it's not that.
So he heard some commotion.
No. It's not even that. It was old boy talking about, I'm gonna be back.
Can we get that
And then
guy
it was
on
the
the show?
helicopters. Then it was everything else. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
This is
It
Norbs
was
High
everything
Side,
else.
Hey,
But
listen.
listen.
What else TV? He's a bitch. He's a bitch.
We're not gonna say it. They got past that. What is they doing?
So we're over
We're
here.
not-
Nah, I ain't talking about bitch. I'm talking about
Oh yeah, Bishop.
Beasley Norbs, whoever that was.
Yeah,
He's a bitch.
My guy,
He's a bitch.
Yeah,
You're
that was
scary as
you're
fuck.
big.
You're scary as
You're
fuck.
scary.
I ain't let off one shot. You heard some commotion and you went back to the hotel.
Hey, so-
and then your scary ass came back to finish watching battles. Like what type of you half scary. You ain't even a whole scary nigga. You half ass scary. Like oh fuck that. Nah, I'm going back. Nah, fuck that. I ain't no bitch. Nah, you's a bitch. You still a bitch, nigga. Fuck
Hey,
you talking
listen,
about.
so my dog, listen,
He's a bitch.
Dang,
Bro.
that shit is
corny.
exclusive
That
shit
shit's
right
so
now. I
corny.
get exclusive shit from my man, and put some respect on this motherfucking name, nigga, because we ain't incriminating. All this shit is allegedly. You feel what I'm saying? Allegedly. So, but that happened. But you and bro got past that.
Right.
You and the King Bishop got past that.
Right.
And that's grown man shit. And y'all did something that's so epic, that's so fucking phenomenal. Y'all, and it was during a crucial time in the country. It was during a crucial time in our community. And y'all came together and y'all showed people that you could put your differences aside. And y'all posted that on the internet. And then you made an ill-ass motherfucking song and shot a video. And it's called
No justice.
No Justice.
No justice.
I want y'all to Google that right now. NORFGAWD SAVO, No Justice. It's fire. Now, I know something had to be in you. I just want to know what was in you to even want to squash the beef and then make it that the beef was squashed publicly and then even bother to do a motherfucking song. Not a song about him, but a song about what's right and what's wrong, what we need right now in the motherfucking country. Like, what the fuck changed your whole motherfucking mentality? It's like your whole mental changed.
Right, well, Hunter, so, in the wake of the untimely death of, high as hell, George Floyd, you feel me? I ain't want to fuck his name up, you feel me? Because I'm in this bitch high, we got
That was Mr. Floyd. That was Mr. Floyd.
So, and
What else?
in the wake of his in the wake of his untimely demise, you feel me? There was protests in the city,
Mhm.
and this was my first time protesting.
But you went out there
as a black man, you just
how did that make you feel?
I don't know, you feel me? You just wanna see what's going. You just wanna be.
How did that make you feel? Like you was really out there and you was really and you seen
front line. We got
and there's a whole bunch of white people out there with you.
Wooden bullets. All that.
There's a whole bunch of white people out there with y'all.
Yep. And I want to say this too. R.I.P. Sarah Grossman. You feel me? Because she was out there when we was out there. You feel me? And she got pepper sprayed, talking about to death. Like she went home a week later, and the autopsy report said she died from pepper spray to death.
Damn.
You feel me?
That's a whole new
She had asthma. You feel me?
We need to bring awareness to this type of shit. We need to bring awareness.
And that was a young white woman who went to Ohio State, but she lived, I think, in Lorraine.
What else?
You feel what I'm saying?
So she came all the way down to Columbus.
She came all the way to Columbus just to protest, and that's what happened to her. You feel me? So, yeah, rest in peace.
Age.
So what changed your mentality, bro? Because you was really on some shit, like.
So when you down there, and motherfuckers is in the streets and protesting, everything's peaceful. There was no violence initiated from the protesters.
Right.
You feel me?
I think I seen you talking to the governor.
Yes, I was talking to the mayor. I was talking to the mayor in the video. You feel me? So and the city police commissioner. You feel me? But I was out there for like a week, and I was on the front line. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just peaceful protest. You feel what I'm saying? And when you're on the front line, you're just in the front. And when you're in the front, you feel me? Something happened to where like there was situations where people in the back would throw something.
Okay.
And that gave people in the front pepper spray.
Right.
Because the people in the back, that's why they throwing shit. You feel what I'm saying? And then there was other situations where our numbers would get so deep that the National Guard would be on the roof of City Hall. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then
They was out there when I was out there.
you feel what I'm saying? So anytime the numbers grew, they felt threatened. So I felt like it was wrong.
Right.
Because on the news, from the outside looking in, there's a narrative that there's violence initiated by the protesters, and that's never the case.
So you
a water bottle being thrown at somebody holding up a riot shield ain't initiating violence.
So you feel,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me get this straight. So you
Water
feel
bottle.
it was a combination of the George Floyds around the country,
right?
The injustice that you seeing firsthand in
right.
your face when you're down there trying to protest for a good cause,
right?
And you see the injustices happening right there in front of your face,
right?
So it was a combination of all of those things which drew you to write that song.
The song, I can't even cap. The song came about from doing all that protesting and everything that I seen, and at that time, like, I was literally leading a march from down High Street, up Broad, down Summit, I think, back around. We would loop back around. Yeah. When I loop back around, I see Bishop. Yeah. After, in the midst of the beef, in the midst of all this,
and that's when it happened.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Right, and then you gotta think. You feel me, Stitch? My mind frame is like protect our people.
But the key,
you feel what I'm saying?
You wrote the song before you met.
Nah.
So you wrote the song
after everything, after all the protesting,
and then meeting Bishop.
Yeah. When I made the song, I didn't protest no more. I was done protesting.
After meeting Bishop.
Yeah.
So that catapulted. So it was the George Floyd. It was all the bullshit that you seen because it was before George Floyd.
And then rectifying with that nigga.
And then you seen it firsthand because that was your first time going to protest.
Yeah.
So you seen it firsthand. Yeah. So then you said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go write about it."
And it's a lot of elements that played into it. You feel me? Because we had a lot of negative energy. I had nothing but negative energy towards Bishop. Right. But at the same time, I never met him in person.
Right.
The only time I met him in person was at the event, Shots Fired. And we didn't have words then.
Right.
We never had words then.
Right.
Like it was on site, I got close enough, stuck the nigga. You feel me? AR grabbed me, I up. You feel me? Allegedly. So boom. You feel me? When I see this nigga, I'm leading now paint the visual. I'm leading a protest. You feel me?
Okay.
Back down High Street towards Broad Street.
Okay. When
I get there, he's in front of City Hall on Broad Street, on the top of a car, his car, talking to probably like 100, maybe 200 people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So the energy wasn't negative.
No negative shit.
It wasn't animosity.
But it was on point though.
I'm like, is that Bishop? Is he?
But at the same time, that takes a big man.
You feel me? Like,
yeah, it take a big man.
It's just the energy. It was the energy. It was just the energy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine what would have happened if I would have climbed up on the car, stuck in, we would have started fighting, like.
But I think
we would have got other people hurt. We would have ended up in jail.
I think it's about that we all agree that it is the energy, right?
Right.
You was putting that positive thought in
Yes.
your head already from the beginning.
I was in that mindset. I was already in that mindset.
Damn, why the fuck is this happening?
You feel me?
And then you go out there your first time trying to protest, trying to put the positive energy in your brain to do right, and you're like, damn, why the fuck is this happening? Somebody fucking died, and I'm right there trying to protest with it. And then you see him, it was the positive energy that you was putting into your motherfucking self, and then came right back around.
Yep. And when he made, I seen him before he seen me, because I'm marching from his blind side. I'm coming up leading the protest from his blind side. He's facing City Hall, right there on the corner. I'm coming this way.
Right.
So I seen him first. So I had to drop on him. You feel me?
Right.
So when I walk up, I'm on live. I'm on live while I'm walking. When I get close enough to see the front of him, he's on live.
Right.
You feel me? So he's chanting. He's starting to chant. You know what I'm saying? Say his name. Say his name. Right? And
okay. Let's go, Bishop.
when he seen me, that nigga reached his arm out.
So then,
You feel me?
That's it. That's his daddy right
So
there.
that, you feel me? That let me know that his energy, he on the same shit I'm on. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And yeah, and this, I hope y'all watching this, and this goes to show even the thought of positive energy, even the thought can manifest positivity. Even the thought of you wanting to be positive. Cause Sav just told y'all, it was his first time going to motherfucking protest. Because of the George Floyd shit, he wanted positive shit. So he wanted to go fucking protest to try to get make a difference. That's a positive fucking step. You feel what I'm saying? And then he ran across his motherfucking op, which y'all youngins called a motherfucking op. And that positivity that he motherfucking manifested turned right around.
And you gotta think for any street nigga that's listening to this, you can I swear to God, you can attest to this. Just put yourself in a situation. If you in Chuck E. Cheese, Magic Mountain, you there for your kid, you feel me? And you there with your kids, and you see your op,
right? And
you pulled up, even though you in Chuck E. Cheese with your kids, and you got to drop on this nigga.
Right.
Your energy is not on that at the time.
Not on that.
And determining who you are at your core,
right?
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Your energy is gonna have a huge factor on what you do in that moment. You know what I'm saying? If your energy don't match the situation, you're not going. It's not gonna go that way. Yeah, you're not going that way. You're not going left.
I'm about to say at the same time, I'm a knucklehead, and if I see my ops and I got my kids with me,
he's like for him.
That's why I'm about to say like,
be like the baby.
Now I'm about to be like, I already done told my little niggas if something pops off,
I guess it just depends the gravity of the
y'all
situation.
niggas just need to dip off. I gotta handle this.
It just depends the gravity of the situation. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean,
or just go run into another store or something. I told my little niggas this.
I don't practice.
If you just shot at me and I see you with your kids, it's oh bitch, it's up there.
Oh, you got my
you dying right there.
I gotta
my kids gonna see me smoking.
Dip out.
Hey, what else TV?
Get up out of
WHATT SAVO was not talking about killing nobody in front of their motherfucking.
Now we all talking hypothetically.
No, hypothetically.
All this shit hypothetical.
But I'm gonna tell you on some real shit. I already done told my kids this shit. Like,
what you tell them? What you tell them?
I said, damn, you got a raise.
I said, if I said pop
jump on this nigga, I'm running.
I said,
this nigga said he running. Hey, you need to sit your. Hey, that's still recording, cuz. Just let me know if that's still recording. And then sit your ass down for that. You ain't running nowhere. Sit your ass down for a minute.
I'm trying to tell you.
Sit your ass down.
I was a Foot Locker one time.
Alright, so check this out. So my man squashes his motherfucking beef with Bishop. He squashes his motherfucking beef with AR.
I made no justice. I made no justice.
He made no justice. He manifested positivity, and it came back full circle. The reason why he manifested positivity is because he wanted positivity. He's seen so much injustice. He's seen so much shit going wrong with his people and in his community. He wanted it so motherfucking bad, but it came for himself.
And then
it came to him.
And another thing, you feel me? Like when I was out there, you feel me? I wasn't a nigga that was like, I want to talk to a crowd. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like that at first. I didn't start feeling like that stitch until I started watching other niggas talking to crowds.
But you spoke with them.
But listen, and let me tell you how that happened.
Like you looked them in his eyes.
I'm watching niggas talk. I'm watching niggas talk to crowds, and they lead, but they not talking about the right shit.
Right. They on that.
I'm watching niggas talk to the police,
right.
and they ain't asking the right questions.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's like it's irritating. It's like what the fuck? You feel me? So it's like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. You feel me?
How was that? Listen. Hold on, I'm gonna get into that because you said you spoke to him and it was on camera.
Yeah, 100. Because when he came down there, you know what I mean. To be honest, you feel me? I don't fuck with him. I think he came down there I think he came down on some PR shit. You feel what I'm saying? I think he came down there because listen, if you watch No Justice and you watch when I'm talking to him, they really the city police commissioner, she talked in circles.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If you really pay attention.
Right.
The mayor lied about Tyree King's case.
He did.
You feel what I'm saying? He said the case was still open. It's been closed.
He didn't lie about the amount of times he was shot.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the motherfucking fact that he tried to put me on the police reform for issue 2 is cool, you feel me? But that's nothing but what we call pacifying. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're trying to keep you. They're trying to.
This is how I keep this nigga from protesting. This is how I keep this nigga from protesting. I'll put him on the
Go on and tell him. I feel you. But listen, I just want to thank you for noticing that, but still taking advantage of the platform, because there's a lot of people that don't notice it. So you still took advantage of it, and you still articulated your point. You still said a lot of things that people wanted to say, ask questions that people wanted to ask. So I want to thank you for that.
And then at the same time, as an artist, you feel me? You can't make a protest song and you ain't protested. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta get
your first time.
You feel what I'm saying? How you gonna listen to a nigga talking about selling drugs and you ain't never sold them?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
There's a lot of weirdos out here that do that.
A lot of niggas do that shit.
They
You know what I'm saying?
live that life so fucking bad, bro.
So I feel like as an artist, and you feel what I'm saying, I have an influence. You feel me? I have a following. I have a fan base. If something's going on in my city, I need to be a part of it. And I think for a long time I didn't. And I feel like at the point in the untimely demise of George Floyd, I was at a time where I'm smart enough to be able to talk to a crowd if I needed to. You feel what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying? Because you got to be willing and ready for the situations.
People already know you.
You feel me?
But you done been through some real live shit that'll make a motherfucker sit down and reflect and try to manifest different things out of his motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're not gonna reiterate the shit that you've been through, but you've been through.
But that's the reason, though. To be honest.
Exactly. But that's what drove you to manifest that positivity. You feel what I'm saying? That could have been an op right there. You could have been doing 20 years or whatever. Right then and there. Because we already seen how the first encounter went down.
Because
you get what I'm saying, though?
But I hate to keep coming back to it, but losing my son, bro, it still it fucked up my mindset, because you think as a father, as a man, you feel me, that part of your purpose on this planet is to raise that kid.
Okay.
So when that's my only one and I lose him, I'm asking God, what's my purpose?
Right.
If
that's real shit.
If not raising him is,
that's real shit.
Maybe rapping ain't. What the fuck am I meant to do? You feel me? But I'm thinking to myself, I'm still here for something.
Yeah, I think it's to keep
giving them. It gave me drive because I was thirsty. I was thirsty for purpose.
Shout out your daughter.
You feel what I'm saying? Hey, man, what? Hey, and my son sent her. You feel me? My angel sent her. You feel me? So shout out to Mink. You hear me?
I don't ever want you to.
Journey's name of Marie Savage.
I don't ever want you to ever stop making music, bro. With my little cousins bang your shit, and my wife bang your shit. Nigga, I don't ever want you to stop making music. You gotta, you feel what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit, you gotta keep making music.
It's therapeutic, you feel me? Because when you honest and you give yourself,
and that's what it be the shit when the
niggas
be talking that shit.
Motherfuckers feel you for it. It's like you don't have to. It builds something inside you, like a confidence. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers insecure. You feel me? This country got the highest suicide rates on the planet. You feel what I'm saying? And it be blacks. And it be blacks. It be blacks. It be blacks. You feel what I'm saying?
Just came to focus.
So this is another thing I want to ask you. While we on mental illness, real quick before we wrap it. You said that a lot of black people have mental illness, right?
Yeah.
You've already been through some traumatizing things. But coming from our demographic, coming where we come from, we already have mental illnesses, right? So do you encourage?
that we're not disclosed to.
Right. So do you encourage young kids or teens or even people in your community to focus on a craft that they really enjoy or that they can really they gotta be passionate about it.
Yeah.
It's like a relief of stress more because being an artist, you give your life in your music, real shit.
Right.
You talk about real shit in your music. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Is that like a relief for you or like a
It's therapeutic, 100.
like a venting,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a kind of like a venting type
The
thing.
most satisfying feeling from being an artist is being able to create something that's
Right.
genuine,
Right.
that's from the heart, that's authentic,
Right.
and it's real. It's you,
Right.
It's you. Like this is sad, but you're getting James,
Right.
You feel me? Like if you listen, if you dissect what I'm saying,
Right.
I'm giving you who I am,
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And when
Say
motherfuckers,
this is sad, but this is James.
when
That's
motherfuckers,
quotable,
when
right?
motherfuckers, when motherfuckers, when motherfuckers,
James.
when motherfuckers
What else?
appreciate,
Yeah.
when motherfuckers appreciate that, it lets you know that you're doing the right things for the right reasons.
Right.
Because it comes from a positive place
Right.
and it spreads a positive feeling
Manifesting
in somebody else.
authenticity.
You feel what I'm saying? And it don't matter if you're making drill, it don't matter what you're doing, it's creating a positive energy and you putting that in somebody else.
That's
You
what's
feel what I'm
up,
saying?
man. That's
And
what's up, man.
That's
what this shit is
that
about.
kind of reminds me when I seen you at Quaker Steak and Lou when y'all shooting that one video.
we shot speed racing, me and Jay
Speed
Lab.
racing, shout out, hey, y'all
Shout out KB
Speed
Films,
Racing.
man.
Hey, listen, get up with my guy Sad. Tell them where they can find you at, Sad, real quick.
Bitch, I'm everywhere. Fuck is you talking about? I'm on whatever you listen to. You can find my shit. You feel me? NORFGAWD SAVO.
His name right
NORFGAWD
here on the
SAVO.
screen.
You feel what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Hold on, man. Hold on,
Instagram, on his Facebook, on his
Goddamn it.
YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? I got one question, man. You know you my dog, you my brother. You feel what I'm saying? I love exclusivity. I'm trying to see if I can get an exclusive verse from my guy, man. I want an exclusive verse from you.
On the air?
Listen, I want an exclusive verse from you. I think we got a beat.
I think we got. I think I got something.
I think we got a beat.
I got something for him.
I want that
Hey,
exclusive.
but before we do that, can we shout out the guy on the couch, man?
Oh yeah, shut up.
He the one that came.
Hold on, I'm
with this
gonna let him do it. He gotta do it because I don't wanna say the wrong shit, you feel me? I call him something, I don't know what he want the world to know him as yet.
You already know what it is.
This is my
Big Chubby.
in-house
Come on, man. I need
producer, Big Chubby Bone.
Come on, man. Dog. I need
You know what I'm
you.
talking about? He's up and coming, you feel me? Fresh out of straight out of Marion.
There we go.
Straight out the 740. You hear me?
Watch out, watch
Hold on,
out.
hold on.
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
this.
we gotta get this off.
Take the time.
It's your boy DJ. Let's go. It's What Else TV, man. It don't get
What
no
else?
better than that.
What else?
What's your name, King?
Chubbs.
Chubbs. You the producer. You the producer. You've been hooking Sav up.
No, you
with
gotta
a lot
talk
of-
into the mic.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How you
I had that baby. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Good, baby.
Get comfortable.
So you know you've been. We know you've been hooking Sav up. You coming with some motherfuckers.
He's on the new EP. He is on
You on
Past
it?
Pain and Future Flows, April 2nd. You feel me?
Past Pain.
One Too
I'm
Many,
gonna play
produced by Chubby Bone.
You right.
I was about to say
It's
some
only.
shit.
You feel me? Hits only. And alright, so look, let me ask this question real quick, because I'm not trying to get too in depth with you, but I really want to know, like, so where is you from? You from Marion or you just reside?
I'm from Marion, man.
You from Marion?
Man, you already know what it is.
Let's go. I was in the building. We
Yeah,
stayed.
wild, but
We
I'm
stayed
one of the
straight.
ones though that get to move around. Cincinnati, I be around, you know me, in the city and all that too. Like,
So
experience.
as far as the beats and shit, you on Sav's new joint, the whole joint is produced by you?
No, just a couple of
You got a couple of them joints? That's fire though to be placed on his motherfucking album. So you know, from a
Bless.
fan's point of view, from somebody from the city, bro, that's fire to be placed on this shit. You know what I mean? Motherfucking artists got, motherfucking producers got beats. You feel
There
me?
you go. Right there.
It's a man, bro.
Yeah.
We good?
We good?
Alright, but yeah, alright, so you coming with the heat. So any other artists from the city that you work with or just Sav?
Oh yeah, no, everybody, man. I'm tapping in with the majority of them, but really, I just gotta focus on between him and a few of them. Like I'm trying to hone in, but
Right.
everybody can tap in with me.
No, I would think I ain't gonna put my 2 cents into it, but I'm gonna put my 2 cents into it. I think you should just give all your hottest shit to this guy.
Like, I don't want to look. I don't want to niggas.
Look, you want to keep
look, out of respect.
This is main road, but he has other avenues.
But I know what I have to do, but it's all love.
You got the juice. Son got the juice.
Yeah. There's some talent out there, like I said, J Ladd, you feel me? There's a few of them, man. Hoodie man.
Shout out Versace.
Yeah.
Free tax got it.
This is sad.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. City, man, that's city too, man.
He's smoking them Newports over there. He's
NORFGAWD SAVO is my man Chubbs. NORFGAWD SAVO came through, man. He blessed What Else TV. It's the first motherfucking episode. My man Chubbs came through. Blessed What Else TV. It's the first fucking episode.
What else,
man? You know what I mean? It's Stitch 'em Up, DJ Moolah. You know what I mean? Yo,
What Else TV?
Man,
yo,
shout out
Sav,
to all love,
I
man.
thank you for coming in again. I ain't gonna see you right now in this shop, but I thank Sav for
Blessings,
coming through.
blessings.
Yo, Chubbs, thank you for coming through
Yeah,
again, King. I appreciate y'all for coming through. When you
Past Pain and Future Flows, EP,
Past Pain,
April
yeah,
2nd
yeah,
on
yeah,
all
yeah,
platforms.
April
All of
2nd.
that, man.
It's gonna be out by the time this is out. April 2nd. April 2nd. You feel what I'm saying? Right under the screen.
I might drop something. I might leave something with Stitch, man. I'm gonna let him know what to do with it. He gonna figure out what he gonna do with it. I might leave something here for y'all.
Hey, man, I love you here, man. I'm gonna have to come back.
I told you what we want to do, but that's, I ain't gonna talk about it on air. I told you what I want to do for you. You know, I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to my family. You feel what I'm saying? Shouts out to What Else TV. I want y'all to cop that legacy brand. I want y'all to copy that legacy brand. I want y'all to shop at Kia's Way for all your party planning. Go to Kia's Way, legacy brand, and something under there. You feel what I'm saying? My DJ, the best DJ in the motherfucking world.
Let's go.
The best DJ in the motherfucking world.
What did you do?
Turn your
It's your boy, your boy.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, you
The
did
best
know
DJ in the motherfucking world.
It's your boy, your boy.
Hey, show me the t-shirt real quick.
It's NORFGAWD.
Hey, show me the motherfucking new. Oh shit, I think we got some exclusive shit about to pop off real quick.
Man, I fuck with this.
I think we about to get some exclusive shit.
Hey,
That's the mic you getting on? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Run that back, run
Hey, stop that over, Tina. What Else TV?
What Else TV?
It's my boy.
Chubbs in the building.
NORFGAWD SAVO.
brand name.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Past Pain, Future Flows, April 2nd.
Past Pains, Future Flow.
NORFGAWD.
NORFGAWD SAVO. What Else TV? DJ Moolah.
Go home.
Stitch 'em Up.
What
Chill.
else? Yeah. They know I'm coming, man. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Look. 1014 on Roku, fall from local, phone Pro Tools. They don't want beat, that's tofu. Saying these raps, I'm Goku. Hey. Left wrist sharp like switchblades, right wrist came from JB Dubs. You know I can't run from my problems, I'm too busy running it up. Home base stew on east side, we touch down, hit Gingy's go up. D-man keep that tree in and them pints, so we gotta pull up. Plays and grams on iPhone, switch that load, switch that sim out. There's too many goals and too many dreams that we gotta live out. I got some Neiman Uggs for the when they ain't bringing the Timbs out. Said we in the game and they on the bench cause they gotta sit out. Glock 4-3 in the beam, got a clip, got a ball head just like curling. She seem way too concerned, don't do long term, don't do feelings. Aces got back home, you know I'm smoking mics like Stogies. And you know we stuffed them woods up with that green and stone like Broly, yeah. The grass is too green and can't see the snakes, think I need to mow it. They talk a good game, they say they run it, but they gotta show it. This shit hit like soul food, shout out the ones I'm close to, ayy. I keep it realer than most do, saying these raps I'm Goku, ayy. Lately I've been too lit, plus my lucid dropping soon. Sipping Easter pink, my drinks ain't color, Majin Buu. What else TV? SAB, nah I do, yeah. Two.
What else? My man. NORFGAWD SAVO.
Oh yeah.
Past Pain, Future Flow.
Past Pain, Future Flow, April 2nd.
April 2nd, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What Else TV? DJ Moolah, Stitch 'em Up. Special guest, NORFGAWD SAVO.
What else?
Chubbs in the building. You feel me? What Else TV? Man, thank y'all for tuning in. Get at me.